you're a successful PLA officer if you know what the party wants you to think, if you can repeat it, if you've not fallen out of favor with Xi Jinping, if you've done very well in your service. If you're an army general, you know army stuff. What they don't want, what they don't have is really that kind of joint expertise that we cultivate in our system really, I think, successfully throughout all the stages of an officer's career. And that's actually one thing that we do at where we work at National Defense University. We do joint professional military education. But that's something that leads an officer to higher level command. And when they get to a 4-star level, you can say, I know what the Navy does. I know what the Air Force does. I can build the plan to be able to integrate all these capabilities. And so we can do these sorts of operations globally, like we've seen recently with Iran, that are fully joint operations. You have to have skill and proficiency at that level. For the PLA, they're a bit different. And so their structure has changed. They are more joint. They do have joint commanders and so on, but the people are really, they're still kind of stuck in the past. And so we think when we're kind of doing a bit of a net assessment, looking at the US and China, they have their advantages. They absolutely do. But one of the areas where they kind of falter a bit, it's not just the party army piece and they have commissars slowing things down and corruption, but I think it's also that they really don't have the same types of proficiency of command. And let me make it clear. So it's not just the fact that they haven't fought a war since '79. You'll hear this constantly. This is a cliche and it's true. But what really makes them different is not that. What really makes them different is that they don't value the types of joint experience that makes us successful in whatever global operation we do. And so when you finally think about how they would function in a Taiwan contingency, which is fully joint, right? A joint island landing campaign, a joint blockade. You can have all the capabilities in the world. You can have a very nice doctrine and organizational structure. If you lack the command proficiency to be able to carry out and operate in the fog and friction of battle, I think that's really the weakness that we can leverage to kind of cause them to face problems in wartime.